I'm very excited to be here with Linda today to talk to you about a technology that's really worth discovering called Endermologie by LPG. So thank you, Linda, for having us here today.
Thank you, Elga. Thank you for being here. Really a pleasure.
My pleasure. Thank you. And one of the reasons why we wanted to do this webinar is to actually share with you the amazing technology behind Endermologie. I realize there's so much potential with this technology, and I really am excited that you find out also about it.
Let's start from the beginning. Most people don't know that Endermologie is a word that is owned by LPG.
Right.
It has been created by them. It's a registered trademark. And when you think Endermologie, it has to be an LPG technology. It is so well known that most people that are going to perform cellulite treatments or body contouring treatment will say or advertise that they're doing Endermologie treatments.
Right, that's true. That's what I've seen.
But it's not. If you're, for example, using another technique with radio frequency or any other technique for body contouring or cellulite reduction and promote Endermologie, you're not doing Endermologie. So there's few words here. Endermologie is owned by LPG. LPG is the name of the company, Louis-Paul Guittet, the three initials of the inventor.
Right.
And then we have the name of the machines. Okay. The latest generation, which we're going to be talking about today, is called Alliance. So Cellium 6 Alliance is the latest generation of LPG with the newest patent that combines two patents.
Yes, very exciting about that.
And that's very exciting. It's amazing the results and what they have been able to accomplish.
Before we dive into the results and the technology, I think it's interesting for people to know, like, where does it come from? So you spoke about the doctor, but where does the idea come from?
Something that people don't know necessarily is it has never meant to be for cellulite reduction or body contouring or anything that is in the aesthetic industry. At first, in 1987, it was created by Louis-Paul Guittet, LPG, for tissue massage. It was for burn victims.
Oh, really?
Burn survivors, we call them. He got an accident, and he was being treated by a kinesiologist in France. When he used to go in the morning, and the massage was being given to him, wasn't the same than when he used to go in the evening.
Oh, I see.
Because with his
different hands, yeah.
So then, being an engineer, he thought, oh, maybe I could create a machine that will reproduce the hands of the therapist somehow, so the job is going to be consistent, easier, and more performant. Right. And honestly, it just revolutionized the whole industry in terms of body contouring and skin rejuvenation and so on. So in early 90s, there was not much competition there.
Right.
By working on scars and on burns, they realized that the tissue, the skin around the burn was even nicer. The healthy skin was even nicer and healthier. And this is why they created a new machine, different a little bit than the one dedicated to doctors, and they penetrated the aesthetic world and became so popularized. We're actually in 110 countries worldwide with 145 scientific studies published.
That's amazing. Yes, I know. You sent me so many that I was like, oh my God.
You stopped counting.
Yes.
LPG has a philosophy of, first of all, it's a non-invasive technique. It's a mechanical stimulation. We're going to see when we go to the machine the way it stimulates the skin and the different parameters. Non-invasive, 100% natural, and painless.
Yes, it is.
Now, this is a factor that is so important because, unfortunately, some people think because there's no pain, it shouldn't work.
Yeah, that comes from the laser world and all.
It's not with this.
Right.
When you work with Endermologie, this is what you're treating, basically.
Right.
The pain, blood flow, increasing blood flow, lymphatic system is being activated, and so on. So you are removing the pain. You're reducing the pain factor for the skin, for the body, and this is why it's so painless. When you have a scar, when you have been burned, you don't want to cause any pain. It's painless and it's efficient. There's so much out there. And I'm going to be the first one to tell you my technique is the best, but there's other ones that are going to tell you the same thing.
Exactly.
And they're all good.
Right.
It really all depends on what you want to do and how you want to optimize everything. Here we have, I believe, the foundation of you need to rehab the body before adding anything to it.
Exactly. We're optimizing, like you said,
optimizing
the normal functions.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You're able to target so much in one treatment.
Exactly.
So full body, 40 minutes, cellulite, skin tightening, body contouring with cellulite.
Right.
front and back.
Exactly. I think it would be great to talk about results as well,
Yes.
because this is the one thing that, consumers and also professionals will, ask, what are the results? How does it work? How many
Yes.
treatments and so on?
Yes.
So can you talk about that?
Yes. Again, if you've been in the industry for 30-something years, somehow you've got to do something good.
Right. Absolutely.
It has to work. Results are there. Customers are buying machines, and a second one and a third one. They continue with Endermologie when they start with it. They may get other things, other technologies, new technologies, perfect, but they combine with it.
Right, exactly.
They don't let go of it,
No,
because
exactly.
this is the link to everything else. The same question comes back all the time. Does it come back?
Oh,
Do you get that?
Yes, yes. That's like the number one question.
The
Yeah.
number one question. And then I laugh and I love it. I say, what comes back?
Exactly.
We're not removing anything. We're not injecting anything. So the only thing we can't do is stop time.
Right, of course.
Once you get your results and you stop doing it for weeks or months or whatever, you are continuously aging.
Right, exactly.
And by aging, you are going back to your initial condition.
Right.
If I have a condition of swelling on my legs, I will always have it unless I treat it. I don't have to treat it 2 times a week forever.
Right.
I have to do it in the beginning, so I boost my system, and my system starts working for me. Once my body understands,
can
I can
maintain.
slow down to once a month, and that's what it is, not to go
Right.
back to my initial state. Your changes are going to happen the first session. You're going to see it. So only imagine if you come for 20 sessions. So price-wise, it's the most affordable treatment and the most complete treatment in terms of results.
Well, you were telling me
Part
that
of
in
it.
Europe, it's really something that's part
Everywhere.
of their,
Yes.
their lifestyle habits. Where
Yes.
here it's starting to be more,
Yes.
known.
People from Europe that move in here call us. They don't question. They just want to know how much is it, and they want to integrate it.
Right.
Because whether they're from Eastern Europe, France, they know about this. It's over there. It's well known. It has been there since 1987.
Right.
So it's pretty well established, and it's part of people's lifestyle. You don't convince them that they
No.
have to go for an endermology treatment, whether face or body.
No, it makes sense to them.
It makes sense.
It's been proven.
It has
Every day,
been
yeah.
proven. The studies are there. Sometimes people ask me, could you send me some studies? They never go through all of them.
Of course.
There's so many of them.
I have to say, yes.
And then you realize, okay, well, if it does this, it could do that. But just start with one, right?